I'm asking all of you, I quit paying taxes, I quit filing. I'm not afraid of it. I quit. I have homemade tags on my car. It's because I refuse to continue to fund my slavery. He gave me free will, and I'm going to follow it. He's my only master. Thanks for your time.
State your name and
Guy Daly, Chillicothe, Missouri.
all right, guys.
So I know everybody out here is aware. You're already aware of what's going on, and we're just a fraction. We're just the merest minority of the population. Well, everybody here knows about the big rally they had, the protest rally 9/12. What were the estimates out there? How many people were out there? Washington, D.C.
About 1 million. 12. I was there.
1.2?
I said 12.
12 people? No, there's a few
That
more
was
than
CNN's estimate.
Okay, well, it was on Fox, but it wasn't on any of the other networks. Just Fox, and in comparing the pictures and stuff, there's as many people there at protest as there was for Obama's inauguration. And typically, I'm aware too of what's going on, and I care, but I figure I'm outnumbered by the sheep. Here's a sign right there: "Wake up, sheep! The wolves are among us." So there's all those people out there that don't really care. They're too busy. That's the thing. Too busy. But I figured if those 1.2 or 1.1 million people could go to Washington, D.C. to protest, and as I understand it, they jumped on buses and came from all over the United States to get there. I didn't even know about it because it wasn't on my network of news, which I get most of my news from the internet. I didn't even know about it, but I figured if those people cared enough to go all the way to D.C. to protest, that I could do something. So I had my own door hangers printed up. And I figured if the Mormons could go out for 2 years and spread the word, for 2 years they could do that, based on their faith, that I could go out and put a few door hangers on doors. Because people are either uninformed or they're misinformed.
Yep.
One of the two. And so with my door hangers right here, I went out. First of all, I went and I got them printed with my own money. No prompting except for the fact that 1 million people went to Washington, D.C. I figured, well, shoot. Now it's my turn to do something. Get out there and now I know everybody here, every single last person here has already reached their entire network of people, their close friends and family. They've made people aware of what's going on and how we're getting ripped off. But it can't stop there. It can't stop there because we got to reach the sheeple. Wake them up. So on my own initiative, I went out and did this. I want to pass these out because one thing that the sheeple aren't armed with is information. They don't have what they need to know, or they know things that are they're just simply misinformed. And so there's one source of information, one focal place of information I've discovered on the internet. I'm just a participant. I don't have any stake in this website whatsoever, except that it's a focal point for the information, that the types of things that we know that are going on, that the sheeple don't. And so I went and printed up 16 basic items that the people probably don't know, and I've been putting them on door hangers, and that's been my effort in order to wake up the sheeple, because we are outnumbered 100 to 1. And unless we get out there and at least make an attempt to do like the Mormons do, to get the people to know what's going on, our whole effort is going to be wasted. We've got to get more people involved, or at least we've got to get them informed enough so they can make informed decisions. Thanks.
Take your name.
Hello, I'm Ted Branson from Wichita, Kansas.
All right, Ted.
I'm here largely because my son Blake woke me up. He was spending a lot of time on the internet learning a lot about this. And a few years ago just started it out with a statement of we need to end up IRS. And to a patriotic tax-paying citizen like me, that just didn't even, that short-circuited me. but after a while, I've learned now. I've studied it, I've become informed. And now I'm tied in with several networks, and I'll just ask maybe someone can give me some answers here. But the thing I've been most frustrated with is I get the word out to people and pass along emails that come to me. For instance, on the Campaign for Liberty, I get these notices that we need to call these committee members on the Financial Committee, and it'll give me their phone numbers and email addresses. All of the email addresses lead to a dead end. The fax numbers take forever to put those together. So if anyone could put together some software that would give us people tools so that when these things come out, we actually can, with the little time each one of us have, get those calls in or email or have a message we can automatically put together and get to several people. Because quite frankly, trying to survive and do my business, it's very hard to do all that would take. I need to hire several people to work for me to get this word out the way I want. So I know a lot of people that believe just like we do, and I can inform them, but it ends there. It dies right there. Because we need to somehow give them some practical tools on how to get that word out of, here's what you need to do, here's the tools, plug into us, we'll get the word out, here's the message, whatever we can do. So just throwing out that call for help.
All right, thank you.
All right. I'm going to ask everybody who comes up to the mic if you could project into the mic. I don't care if you think you might be getting a little too loud, but the way I'm speaking right now, I've got the mic right up against my mouth, and I am almost yelling into it. This is the way you're going to be able to get everybody to hear what you have to say, all right? Hey, Ryan. Great seeing you, dude. Yeah, Ryan Hall's going to speak real quick here. All right, great. And your name, I'm sorry? Oh, Sissy? All right. I'm going to go ahead and, I don't want you right in front of the speaker there because then we'll get some feedback, and that's not good. So, all right, Ryan, you let her have it, all right?
Don't worry about me projecting into the mic. My name is Ryan Hall. I've been awake for quite a few years, probably since at least 1993. I've been awake since probably the time I first heard about Ruby Ridge and the Montana Freeman. I was awake around the time that this was going off on the BBSs, before we even had the internet. Back when the federal government was sending snipers out to shoot innocent mothers of children at Ruby Ridge, and basically imprisoning people for trying to compose their own monetary system in Montana. Okay? I've been awake about 9/11 since probably about 2004, 2005. And as far as the Federal Reserve, I can't admit I'm the smartest person in the bunch, but I've been around and been listening to things, and I still have a lot to learn. But let me ask you this one question. This is probably all much I'll have to say. What would you do if someone came into your front door and asked you to look at a document and asked you to sign this document without you even knowing what was in the document, and that if you didn't do it, well, then your whole fortunes will be lost?
No way. Do it every year.
And if you did not sign the document, your fortunes will be lost. And if you did not agree, then they said, well, we could just change it. Maybe you'll be more agreeable to something else. So they whip it around behind their back. They change a few things, bring it back in front of you and say, this will probably be more agreeable. Why don't you sign this one? And if you don't sign it, well, we'll just change it again and give you something else. Well, it's all the same thing. We just change some things around. And, okay, so even if you were snookered enough to sign the document, even if you were fooled enough into actually signing and going along with what they wanted, so they come in and just walk into your home, set up shop, just sit there, and you can't move them no matter what you do, and they're just sitting inside your home or your backyard, just sitting there, and for years. No matter what kind of judge you go to, what officer of the peace you go to, no matter what authority or official you go to, you cannot get them evicted from your home. No matter what you do. This building is a foreign army of bankers fortress that we have tolerated far too long.
Yeah!
Okay? They are an entrenched fortress of an invading foreign army that does not deserve to be in our country.
Yeah!